YouTube, what's good, family? It's your boy MasoMoney back with another video. So I don't know quite much of what's going on, but they say that Boston Richey just beat a Fed case twice. He had two Fed cases and beat both of them. And apparently it started because of this beautiful lady who was up there. Who was that? Oh, bro. So I don't really understand how he went federal off his girl, because all his music I heard, he be talking about pushing P. And they don't go for that. So I'm sure, like, with this happening, her calling the police, he probably just moved on from her. And, you know, hopefully he learned his lesson from that. But you know how niggas be. So let's watch this video together. Let's get the full breakdown of what's going on. Let's watch this together. It's your boy MasoMoney. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're going to get straight into it.
Girl, do your bed one. Cause when I fall off in the club, I'm trying to hit. Love me. Do you trust me? Say you got my back, but it's that paper got you on me.
Show me your hands. Both hands now. Get your other hand out from under the blanket. Do it now.
What crime?
What was the warrant for?
You got to ask the DEA. We're just here to pick him up on their behalf.
His image, he made his fan base women really.
So he doesn't get to know what he's being taken to jail for?
Yeah, he does. We just don't.
Yeah.
So
Do y'all have any of the papers or like any of the information about the warrant?
It's for drug and weapons charges.
Drug and weapon charges? Okay.
Hey, Outlaw, man, you can make sure you get my jury.
the jury game. For sure.
Yeah, you feel that heat coming through?
Yeah, I feel it. Hey, Outlaw, they got these handcuffs, but they got these motherfuckers so tight.
Yeah, I'll come look here. I'm gonna change out the cuffs too, because those are very comfortable.
Yeah, they got these motherfuckers super tight. I'm have a bond on that. You wanna know what I'm charged with?
It's a federal charge.
Federal charge?
Federal,
Shit,
fed.
try to call Tati or whatever.
It's probably what we have is we'll transport you over to the marshal's office.
Yeah.
And they'll take custody of you.
Yeah.
Might take you to the federal jail.
Yeah. Also, it's a federal charge? Yeah. I can't make a call. I can call my girl.
Yeah, no, you do.
I just want to tell her one thing. Like, I can call her.
Hang on for now.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just tell her one thing. Like, babe, I'm getting arrested. I need you to come up here ASAP. I don't need to call. I just need to call my girl. She pregnant. She ain't even up here. She in Miami.
When it comes to this rap game, the streets don't forget, and the feds definitely don't forgive. And right now, that's the exact position a Tallahassee rapper, Boston Richey, is in. Once signed to Future, his career looked like it was about to take off. But instead, his name started ringing in the streets for a whole different reason. Paperwork. Allegations came out claiming that Richey was telling. And whether you believe it or not, once that jacket get thrown on you, in this culture, it's something you just can't shake off. But things don't stop there. While already fighting for two separate federal cases, Boston found himself in Texas, caught up in an altercation with this then girlfriend, who some even say was underage at the time he linked up with her. And when she called the police, some say she knew exactly what she was doing. Boston was on pre-trial release, which we'll later discuss. So just that one phone call was enough to send him straight back to jail. And he ended up sitting for months, locked down, while his team was still trying to fight the feds in court. Maybe they still are. And here's the twist. Against the odds, Boston Richey actually beat both of his federal cases. Recently, he was released from jail. Don't get it twisted. It's not a full win. His freedom still comes with conditions, restrictions, and eyes still on him from the feds. So the question is Richey really free? Or is this just another chapter in a fight that's far from over? Today we go over his story, his recent indictment, how we beat the feds, and where he stands today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Before all the controversy, Boston Richey, real name Jalen Foster, was just another hungry rapper out of Tallahassee. He dropped his first major song, Keep Dissing, in 2021, and immediately started making noise in Florida. His melodic flow mixed with street grit made him stand out. Tracks like Bullseye and Public Housing pushed his buzz even further. And before long, he wasn't just a local name anymore.
This shit since I was a kid. All this shit I did. All my assholes still ain't on shit. Keep them out my midst. I eat it all. Only when she tilts it.
Run a circle around these hoes, treat them like a frisbee.
That momentum paid off big in 2022. Boston Richey officially signed to Future's free band label. And in August of that year, Future even brought him out on stage to co-sign him heavy. That same summer, Boston Richey dropped his first project, Public Housing, with Future himself featured on it. At the moment, the industry believed Boston Richey could be the next big star of the South. But the rise came with a dark shadow. In late 2022, going into 2023, paperwork began circulating online, linking Boston Richey to multiple cases, including the 2013 Grand Theft Auto and the 2020 murder investigation. The documents claimed he gave statements to law enforcement. Rappers, bloggers, and platforms like 1090J broke down the paperwork which labeled Boston Richey as a snitch and cooperating witness 3. 1090J also dropped an almost 1 hour full interrogation for one of those cases. Check out a clip.
Tell me about your relationship.
That's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block. They like.
What do you know his name is?
Weird. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was just like. Bro, like, you know, from your side of town, you know, he ain't put out no gun, but he was like, he was holding on to a pen, like, they like, bro, you know how them niggas, this, that, little junk like that. I'm like, bro, the dude they said did it, I seen Slug with him, they was smoking L's together or whatever. The dude, they said it was a dude named Jarrell. The reason we know they hang, because Eddie gave him, his mama gave him, and the nigga Jarrell gave him, so I know for a fact they hang. Alright, I don't know if he got a tattoo on his baby, I know he got some tattoos on his arm though. Y'all can't bring no picture? No.
Yeah, I'll work on it. Give me a minute.
And he asking for the picture? I'm not gonna lie. This isn't baby rat. He really telling right here. I've never seen this, bro. Like, I don't know. But I'm starting to see with the internet nowadays, bro. Almost every street dude telling. It's just back in the day they ain't used to have the cameras on their ass. Now they just got cameras on everybody now. I ain't against it.
That's him.
And at that point, even if Boston Richey denied it, in the streets once that title sticks, it's almost impossible to shake off. Fans debated, rappers distanced themselves, and the talk around Boston Richey became less about his music and more about whether he could still be respected. That quote-unquote snitch jacket was the heaviest blow to his career yet, but then he decided to start making music strictly for women. Some say trick music. He had a charting hit in a track titled Save Me that managed to get a feature on a remix from Glorilla. And even with this CEO Future distancing himself during this time after the snitching allegations, Boston Richey felt like he revived his career, in which he possibly did.
Trying to get my life together, leave these hoes alone. Pray to God I can leave the streets, this thing is shit get more than old.
What for you, man? Like, talk about just like one. You've had like this interesting journey, your career, because you've had like the internet has made up narratives about you, and whether or not like they've affected your trajectory in your career or not, but I feel like it's been dope to just see you kind of just keep working and like catch this record. For you, was there ever a point in time in the last couple of years where you just kind of felt like the industry was against you, or you kind of felt like, man, fuck this shit?
Yeah, I like shit. Them just like natural feelings. Like I don't felt that before. Like, wow, I've been like, man, fuck all this shit. But it's like shit. Me quitting and me giving up on something that I love to do and that I'm better than me is like, it ain't doing enough for me. Like, I don't get nowhere by quitting, you get what I'm saying? But I do get everything I need by going through something and persevering, like, and winning through the situation, you get what I'm saying? So that's why I win at, with like never quitting and never showing nobody no signs of slowing up, you know what I'm saying?
Is it hard like to like try to ignore the internet?
At first,
do you learn like, man, fuck
at
this.
first it was, but now, like, I don't learn the game, like, and it ain't really none of me. Like, I can't let nobody I don't know, like, make me feel mad about something they don't know about, you know what I'm saying?
100%, man.
Right.
Then came the Texas incident, April of 2025. Boston Richey was already on pre-trial release, which we'll later talk about in his indictment for his federal cases, when he got into it with his girlfriend. Now, some say she was underage at the time when messing with Boston Richey, which only add fuel to the story. During the altercation, she picked up the phone and called the police, and Boston Richey was still fighting his federal charges. That call wasn't just about a domestic dispute. It was a violation of his bond. In an instant, he went from being on the streets to sitting back in a cell. Now, before we go over that indictment, video footage from that alleged incident has surfaced online. Check it out.
Oh. What the hell, he Burton?
In public?
That's Shorty?
Yes, it is Shorty.
That's a little young joint?
Call that young joint. Hell nah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell he burning? What the hell he on? What the hell he?
Oh.
No.
Now, so we all clear on the time frame? This all started on November 7, 2023. A Northern District of Florida grand jury had returned a multi-count indictment charging Boston Richey and his co-defendants with conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute 100 kilograms or more of Mary Jane. Boston Richey was also charged with federal firearm offenses. But then on February 2nd, 2024, Boston Richey appeared before a judge for an initial appearance. And at that time, he was arraigned and released from custody. Since February 2nd, 2024, Boston Richey has remained on pretrial release and has complied with all the terms and conditions of his pretrial release. And as mentioned, on or around March 30th, 2025, Boston Richey had an encounter with his ex-girlfriend while at a pool party he had sponsored in Houston, Texas. Now, Boston Richey wasn't arrested at that time and was allowed to return to Florida after police questioning. It was also worth noting that Mr. Foster was cooperating with police during that said police encounter. Later that day, Boston Richey contacted his pretrial service officer, Lamar Walker, and advised him about the encounter with his girlfriend and law enforcement officials there in Houston. I'm sure a rep told him what to say via his phone, but Boston Richey wrote, "Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Walker. I was texting you to let you know I had run-ins with the police. A situation happened yesterday, well, earlier this morning after my show, with the girl I've been in a relationship with. We've been having problems. I had broke up with her around my B-Day time, and ever since then, stuff been going downhill. She ended up coming to Houston because she found out she was pregnant. We had just been arguing on and off all night, and the police got involved. I didn't put my hands on her or anything, but things got heated and police ended up being called. I didn't get took to jail or anything. It was her word against mine, and she just been emotional.
I don't know. It's something about me, bro. Like, me being in public, yelling, going berserk, got a female going crazy at me, and just standing there going back and forth when I know what's finna happen if the police get called. If the police get called, they look at you. They go, this nigga, this pretty little girl. They probably gonna get on your ass first. Especially if ain't no punches and nothing thrown. You don't got no physical proof. You dumb enough finna throw yourself off. That's for a normal person. That's not even his case. Keep in mind, this man, Boston Richey, is on Fed papers. He is on Fed papers beefing with your girl. You can't even get a conversation by me if I'm that close to being under the prison. Do you hear me?
Historical, doing anything for attention. And this was a couple of hours ago in Houston. Lamar responded, "Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate the heads up." He then went on the road. "What did she allege you did?" Now, excuse his grammar, but Boston Richey responded, "She alleged that I put my hands on her, but she went back and the story changed.
She need that money
and they said they wasn't going to do anything about it." And then Boston Richey also responded, "Good afternoon, Mr. Walker. Just letting you know that they put out a warrant in Houston for my arrest for the situation I already told you about. I obtained a lawyer out of Texas, and the judge scheduled me a walkthrough. Paid, and I'm waiting to give them a time and date where it can get handled. My lawyer is talking directly with the judge. On another note, my ex has been in contact with my mom and supposed to be going to the state attorney to do an affidavit to drop the charges because she said she was emotional from the breakup and blew everything out of proportion, and she ready to go there as soon as tomorrow. I just found out all of this not too long ago, so I'm updating you on everything." He provided his attorney information and said, "This is my new lawyer number. She got it set up where I do a walkthrough Wednesday at 9 a.m. in Houston, as if right now I don't have to be dressed out or booked or nothing, but you can give her a call and she will answer anything for you. Or I can have her contact you and keep you updated with information as it comes." Once again, excuse Boston Richey grammar, but he then responded, "Mr. Walker, they end up letting me do a walkthrough, as I said a few days ago. I didn't have to jail. Do the jail get booked in or nothing like that? They put me on a leg monitor until I go back to court in June. I can get it took off, I guess. They just did it because my girlfriend. They don't want us near each other. What is the name of the officer who you have to report to in Texas? Also, where are you currently? Sorry about that, but honestly, I saw assistant officer, the main lady. I don't know her name, and they got me where I don't have to report it either." And then Boston Richey wrote, "Hey, Mr. Walker, do you know if I have an active warrant in Tallahassee? I'm an artist. I don't have any plans of running or trying to flee. If I have a warrant, I will surrender myself with no problem." Now, to give clarity, April 8, 2025, unbeknownst to Boston Richey, a federal warrant was issued for his arrest for violating the terms and conditions of his pretrial release. Despite the continuous and numerous contacts that Boston Richey
they booked him
had
back
with
in April?
various pretrial service officers while on pretrial release. Not a single officer called him and advised him there was a federal warrant for his arrest. The next day, April 9, 2025, Boston Richey turned himself in to Texas authorities and was granted a bond in the amount of $5,000. He was also required to submit a GPS monitor device while on bond. On April 14, 2025, Boston Richey appeared before a judge for the hearing on the warrant and the government oral motion for detention. At the conclusion of the hearing, the judge ordered that Boston Richey be detained pending trial. In doing so, the judge found that there was probable cause that Boston Richey's most recent arrest based in Texas. The judge also found that Boston Richey violated the terms and conditions of his pretrial release by failing to get permission to travel out of state. At the conclusion of the hearing, the judge concluded that there was no condition or combination of conditions that will reasonably assure Boston Richey appearance and or the safety of the community. So for 4 months, Boston Richey had to sit down incarcerated for his Fed case. And trial took place 8/14/2025. Now here's the thing, Boston Richey didn't technically beat the feds twice. He was only found not guilty on the firearm charges. The jury couldn't reach a verdict on the drug conspiracy. So the feds gonna retry him for that. They have a right to. He wasn't found not guilty. But a judge decided to let him out on pretrial release. The same stipulation that he had previously before. He have a curfew, restricted to stay at his residence every day from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. He also have to submit the location monitoring as directed by the pretrial service officer and supervising officer and comply with all the program requirements and instructions provided, including obtaining prior authorization from the pretrial services office or supervising officer for any alteration of this schedule or travel restrictions. And that was done on August 25th, 2025. Shortly after, a video surfaced of Boston Richey walking out those gates.
Oh shit. They got one boy looking nasty coming up out of there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, back to what's up, baby. Hey, they thought we were coming up out that hole. They thought we were coming up out that hole, man. Them bitches crazy, man.
So here we are today. Boston Richey is out of jail, but not out of the fight. He free enough.
Yeah, so they freed that man, but he got 1 or 2 more things he gonna have to face. But either way it go, man, things could have went better, smoother with Shorty, but you know how that go when she that bad. You damn gotta keep it up. But you know, appreciate y'all for watching the video at this point. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and then just watch another video. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.